Shalom. Most High in Christ bless. I'm Captain Mael and
Shalom, Soldier Uzziah.
we're Israelite Saints of Christ, and tonight's class is about angry and emotional. Our people are angry for no reason and emotional. But it's not for just any reason, man. We've been through a lot. Captivity, rebellion, and throughout these years, our people have grown to be just angry for no reason and emotional. But then again, we have things that have happened to us, trauma, a lot of incidents where we was oppressed, killed, raped, murdered, things of that type of nature. And it's caused us to be emotional. It's caused us to be emotional. This Bible tells us the rise and the fall of our people. Because we broke God's commandments. As a nation, the so-called blacks, the so-called Hispanics, we are the children of Israel, God's holy people. That's what this Bible tells us, that we are his people and our way and how we're supposed to get back and make peace with the Most High so we can get out of this captivity. Because the main reason we're in this captivity, the main reason we're angry and emotional, because we broke the laws. We don't follow our statutes and our judgments. We don't have none to govern us. So I'm going to wait for a couple of people to get on, and we're going to go ahead and start. Let me know when 10 people get on. It's 14 people on there? All right, let's go ahead and start it. First and foremost, let's go to Christ, man. Let's see what Christ left us an example on how we supposed to be. Because that's what we follow. That's our king. Jesus Christ, the black Messiah. You so-called blacks and Hispanics, you are the Israelite. Christ is the Israelite. And we're supposed to follow Christ. So let's go. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 21. Let's make this as fast as possible. I promise, I'm going to say, Lord's will, we're not going to make it too long. We're going to get this thing quick and simple. 1 Peter 2:21. Let's go.
All right, the book of 1 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 21.
Come on.
For even hereunto were ye called, because Christ also suffered for us.
For us, right?
Leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps.
Read that part again. Leaving what?
Leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps.
Verse 22.
Who did no sin.
Who did no sin. Read.
Neither was guile found in his mouth.
So we're supposed to be following Christ. Angry and emotional. Christ wasn't angry and emotional. He was temperate. He was patient. He showed mercy. He knew how to deal with his brothers. He loved the brotherhood. Christ loved his nation. When people sin, he showed patience. He showed mercy upon people, man. He showed mercy. We supposed to be following Christ. But we broke the commandments. We don't know how to govern ourselves. We don't know how to control ourselves. Anything ticks us off. Brother bump you on the shoulder, you ready to kill him. It's because we don't know how to govern ourselves. We don't know who to follow and how to conduct ourselves. We're supposed to love the brotherhood. That's what Christ did. Go to, you know what I want. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 28. 54, yeah.
All right. You ready?
Yeah, read it.
All right. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 54.
What did it say?
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Say it again.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
The reason our eyes evil towards our own people, because we broke God's commandment. That's a curse on our people. We shouldn't have this so much hatred towards our same people, man. That's literally something wrong with it. That's something spiritual. To be mad at somebody who look like you, the same nationality as you. That's crazy. God ain't make us that way. Christ is also a black man, also an Israelite. He ain't have hatred towards his next brother. So why do we have that? Because we broke God's laws and these curses are upon us. Go to verse 15 and show him why. Why this man got an evil eye towards his brother. Why he's so angry toward his own people. Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Read.
to observe to do all his commandments,
Read.
and his statutes,
What was going to happen?
which I command thee this day,
Uh-huh.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
It said all these curses was going to come upon us if we didn't do what this Bible told us to do. God gave us commandments through Moses. If we obeyed them, we got blessings. If we broke them, we have curses. Go back to that curse about hatred, about your own people. Verse 54. Deuteronomy 28:54 is the ground zero of what our problems is there and why things are happening. Because we broke the commandments. We don't know how to deal with each other. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 54.
Come on.
So that the man that is tender among you
What's wrong with him?
and very delicate,
He very delicate. Go ahead.
his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Say it again.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Angry and emotional. Like I said before, we've been through a lot of captivities. Why do we go through these captivities? Because we broke God's laws. All we got to do is do what the Bible tells us to do. That thing perfect. It helps us get through everything. We can be the #1 businessman in America if we comply the commandments. We can save each other money. Ain't nobody gonna be broke in our neighborhoods. Our neighborhoods will flourish if we keep the commandments. The only way we get better is we keeping the commandments. Go to Proverbs 14:34. Show them how we get to the top, man. And then we're gonna get into it.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 34.
So we read earlier why we have hatred towards one another, because we broke the commandments. Curses are upon our people to this day. That's what's wrong with us. We're spiritually in bondage. We're in bondage. Our minds are destroyed. We don't know how to govern each other. We look at each other with self-hatred. But this is what's going to exalt us back to the top if we keep the commandments. Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 34.
What it say?
Righteousness exalteth a nation.
That's what exalteth a nation. Righteousness. You wanna be on top again? Keep God's commandments. You wanna rule? You wanna love your people? Your neighborhoods wanna get better? Keep the commandments. Righteousness. That's what keeping the commandments is. Read.
Righteousness exalteth a nation.
It exalteth a nation. Read.
But sin is a reproach to any people.
It's a reproach to any people. Can't have sin around because ain't nothing gonna get better. Hatred towards your own people, that's sin. Breaking God's laws. Because we're supposed to love our brothers. Supposed to love the brotherhood. Every brother you see, we started something new. Getting on, every time we on the street just chilling, anybody ride by, that's our people. We waving at them. We speaking to them. Our people don't like speaking to each other. That's hatred. And it comes from captivity. It is based off not keeping the commandments. That's why all these years we ain't been keeping the commandments, we done formed the self-hatred towards each other. When we look in the middle, self-hatred toward ourselves. Dyeing your hair blonde, dyeing your hair green. That's hatred, bro. You don't love yourself, you don't love your people. Looking at your sisters like whores, that's hatred. Looking at your brothers like another dollar sign, selling them drugs. How you selling drugs to your own people? That's hatred. And it stems from captivity, and the basis of it is breaking God's commandments. Go to 1 Peter 2 and 17. Let's speed it up. We won't try to knock it out fast. 1 Peter 2:17.
1 Peter 2:17.
Yeah, 1 Peter 2:17. Read that.
All right. The book of 1 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 17.
Come on.
Honor all men.
What it say?
Honor all men.
Okay.
Love the brotherhood.
Love who?
Love the brotherhood.
Love the brotherhood, man. That's all we pushing. Keeping the commandment, love your own people. Love your own people. Love your own people. Love your own people. I'm going to say it 3 times so you can get it. It's time right here and now. It's the real resolution right here. It ain't going to be televised, though. Love the brotherhood. Read.
Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God.
Come on.
Honor the king.
Honor the king. Christ is the king. The black Messiah, man. That's what we follow, man. We got a royal lineage, a royal nation. Royalty. That's who we is, man. The Israelites, you so-called blacks and Hispanics. Love the brotherhood. When I see my people, I'm showing love out the gate. All around the world, we want to wake up our people. Let them know this true gospel. Loving the brotherhood. Love your sisters. Respect each other. Honor every man. Let's go into it. Ephesians 4 and 26. Show you about being angry, man, and emotional. You don't supposed to be that way. Y'all learn how to conduct yourself. Oh, man. Okay. Go ahead. Read it if you get up. Before me, go ahead.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 26.
Go ahead.
Be ye angry and sin not.
What did he say?
Be ye angry and sin not.
Read it again.
Be ye angry and sin not.
It said be angry, but don't sin. You can be mad at things. But if that anger causes you to just lose your mind and just kill everybody in the room, you can't control yourself. That'll turn into you'll be a murderer then. That's why a lot of our people in the jails right now, they get angry and they lose their mind. That's what's wrong with our people. They don't know the commandments. So they lose their whole entire mind. Sister say something slick on a comment board. She ready to say, where you go live, and everybody asks where you at, meet me at the park. What the heck is wrong with our people?
Crazy.
They get to being angry, and then they lead to sin. The Bible says be angry. You can be angry, but learn how to control yourself. Learn how to forgive quickly. But don't sin. Read it again.
Ephesians 4:26.
Come on.
Be ye angry and sin not.
And sin not. Go ahead.
Let not the sun go down upon your wrath.
Uh-huh. That's it.
Yeah.
Let not the sun go down upon your wrath.
I can read verse 27.
You can read it, bro. Go ahead.
Ephesians 4:27. Neither give place to the devil.
What did it say?
Neither give place to the devil.
Because as soon as you're angry, foolish things start just popping up in your head. Y'all know how it be when you get angry. Let somebody make you angry right now. Your mind just start thinking of evil stuff to do. You become a fool. And then after you ain't angry no more, you're like, man, why I do that? I ain't up killing this dude. Because fools get angry. Go to Ecclesiastes 7:9. Ecclesiastes 7:9. Don't give place to the devil, man. You can be angry, but know how to control yourself. It's when you get angry, the laws tell us to go to our brother. If a brother made us angry, don't be angry at your brother without a cause neither. Our people just be mad for no reason.
Right.
Be mad for no reason. You can't be mad at your own people for no reason. If somebody trespass against you or break a law or do something to offend you, you're supposed to go to that person one-on-one. I'm going to show you how to do it. Ecclesiastes, read it.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 9.
What does it say?
Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry.
What did it say?
Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry. For anger resteth in the bosom of fools.
Read it again, because they tripping. They ain't hearing it.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 9. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry.
It says, be not hasty, meaning don't be so quick to be angry. Go ahead.
For anger resteth in the bosom of fools.
Because anger, it rests in the bosom of fools. Only fools get mad so quickly. Man, he should have looked at me that way. You got one of those Jordans? That's our people for you, though. That's us. Because we don't know how to deal with each other, man. We don't love the brotherhood. Fools get angry, y'all. We're supposed to be slow to that thing. Go to James 1. Come on, we got to speed it up. Our people, they don't like to stay on class that long. We're going to get it to them quick and easy. James 1 and 19.
The book of James, chapter 1 and verse 19.
Come on.
Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear.
It says, wherefore, what it says? My beloved brethren. Love the people, man. Hey, look, beloved. Let every man be swift to hear. Soon as we angry, we don't like to hear. Do it, brothers.
No,
We ain't trying to hear what you got to say when we angry. It says be swift to hear. Read.
Wherefore, my beloved brethren,
Let
every man be swift to hear.
Swift to hear. Read.
Slow to speak.
Slow to speak. Read.
Slow to wrath.
Slow to wrath. Because some things you might be led wrong. Somebody might be even told you something. I heard he did that, bro. If you don't, you got to understand first. Our scriptures tell you exactly how to handle situations, man. You got to understand first, then rebuke. You just can't jump to conclusions that somebody told you something. You got to go to every man and hear them out. Hear them out, because you might be led wrong. You might be led off emotion. If you're emotional, you just led anywhere. You're like, oh yeah, I heard he said it. I'm going to bring the gun. I know he had his mama house at the funeral, but I heard he said something about me. I'm going to go over there and kill everybody. That man ain't said nothing about you. You ain't even give him a chance to hear him out. Read it one more time, then we're moving on.
The book of James, chapter 1 and verse 19.
Come on.
Wherefore, my beloved brethren,
Mm-hmm.
let every man be swift to hear,
Right?
slow to speak,
Right?
slow to wrath.
Uh-huh.
For wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of
Because
God.
when you're angry, you'll break all type of laws. That's what the scripture said in Ephesians 4:26. Be angry, but sin not. Sin not. If you in anger and it overrages you, guess what? You're gonna break the laws of God, man. You're gonna give yourself a reason to break the laws. I was angry. I had the right to kill him. He made me angry. My husband made me angry. My wife made me angry. That's why you be seeing all these domestic violence. People be angry over we don't never want to hear each other out. We supposed to reason, man, go to that, Isaiah 1:18. Isaiah 1:18. We're supposed to reason one another when these things come into play. The Bible tells us how to conduct ourselves. We got the laws. God left us an inheritance on how we can rule the world. Because once this in place, man, we can dwell our unity, our nation gonna be exalted. Everybody gonna be looking at us like, dang, them people know how to deal with each other, bro. They don't never be fighting against each other. Right now, we looked at as an astonishment. People look at us like, look at them white, look at them black people over there filming, they still fighting. That's crazy, because we ain't keeping our laws, man. We strayed away from our heritage. We don't have a religion. We got a heritage. These laws, statutes, commandments for the children of Israel, you so-called blacks and Hispanics. Isaiah 1:18. Read that if you get that for me.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Come on with it.
Come now and let us reason together.
What is that?
Come now and let us reason
Read it
together.
one more time.
Come now and let us reason together.
Go ahead.
Saith the Lord.
Saith the who?
Saith the Lord.
Saith the who?
Saith the Lord.
You can stop right there. We got to reason with one another, man. You got to slow to hear. Swift to hear, slow to wrath. That's how we start getting things. That's why we won't be so emotional. When you're emotional, anything can happen. You'll break the laws of God. You find yourself in jail. Find yourself in a car accident. Fussing with your wife and driving the car. Ran to another car. Being angry, emotional, we don't supposed to be like that. Not the men of the Lord. Not the daughters of Zion. Not the children of Israel. Not us. We special people, holy people. Let's move on. Go to Proverbs 16:32. Proverbs 16:32.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 32.
Come on with it.
He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty.
He that is slow to anger, he better than the strongest dude in the world, in the room. The mighty man who ready to do anything about everything, he about that life. The dude who's slow to anger, he better than him. A dude who's slow to anger, guess what? Because he know how to control himself. A mighty man, you can do something to make him mad, and he'll react off of it. Read on.
And he that ruleth his spirit, than he that taketh a city.
Because a man who take a city, he just going through that smashing everything, all anger, blue, blue. But a man who know how to control his spirit, you can't get to him. You can't get to him. You ever seen one of the mafia movies? And they always torture you, and what they do, they always bring somebody close to your family. They get something you like. You know what I mean? They try to use anything they can get you emotional. A man don't know how to control his spirit. You can't get to him, bro. You can't get to him. You can't touch him. People say like, dang, I want to make him mad. He ain't budging. Look, he ain't say nothing. You know how to take it. You got that strong skin. What they say, words don't hurt me. Sticks and stones break my bones, but what? Words never hurt me. You can't let nobody get to you, man. The men of the Lord aren't supposed to be emotional, unstable. You got to control your spirit out here, man. Go to 1 Thessalonians 4:4. Come on. They can't touch you when you emotional. Anybody can get at you. They can do anything to make you mad, to make you lose your job. What they say on the street? Don't let nobody trick you off the street. That's what they used to say back in the hood. Don't let nobody trick you off the streets. Sisters, don't let nobody trick you out your salvation. Don't let nobody trick you out the spirit of Christ, man. Devil always seeking who he may devour, man. Doing anything. Don't let nobody trick you and push you off your foundation of Christ. You too, brothers and sisters online. Go to the 1 Thessalonians.
4:4.
Yeah.
The book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 4 and verse 4.
Come on with it.
That every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and honor.
Read it one more time.
That every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and honor.
You got to know how to control yourself. You got to know how to, what it say? Possess your what? What,
Yeah.
first time on the phone call? Read it again.
That every one of you should
Right.
know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and honor.
And in honor. You got to hold yourself together, man. You ain't shaky. You ain't hearing up. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody just push you and you move. Somebody tap you on the shoulder, you ready to kill them. That's not how the children of Israel are supposed to be. We holy people, a holy nation with wisdom, given us by our forefathers through the Most High and His Son Christ. We got the commandments, y'all. We can be on top. You understand? We ain't emotional. They can't get to us. They can't move us. Unmovable. You know what I mean? We ain't like a ship in the water. Every time a storm in the water, you rocking like a boat. No. Not like the men of the Lord. Not like you children of Israel. Hold yourself together. Don't be emotional and don't be so angry. Slow down, King. Slow down. Let's go. Go to what we just left.
1 Thessalonians 4 and 4.
Give me Proverbs 25:28. Proverbs 25:28, y'all. Proverbs 25 and 28. Hold yourself together, sisters. Hold yourself together, men. Shoot, I need this class. Sometimes it get a little hard, you know what I mean? This is why we got these scriptures. That's why we got the Most High on our side. Once we conduct ourselves. We have a conduct problem. We hate our own people. And it's, like I said, it happened through captivity. But the main cause of us breaking the laws, and through captivity, we formed a lot of hatred for ourselves. When you outside the word of God, of course, you giving over to all these diverse spirits. That's what's our problem now. All this homosexuality running around, everybody killing each other, black on black crime, stop the violence, Black Lives Matter. How Black Lives Matter, but you killing your own people? That's spirit, that's self-hatred. The only way to stop it, we ain't gonna be marching. No, you gotta apply these in your daily life. When you see your brother, love the brotherhood. That's what being an Israelite is about, man. Keeping the commandments of the Most High God. Come back to our nationality, coming back to our heritage, and applying it and living it until Christ return, for we can rule this earth as the rulers. God made us kings. King can't rule if he don't know how to rule, can he? Princess can't dwell in a kingdom if they don't know how to conduct themselves. We got this, man, and ain't nobody gonna take it from us. We know how to read now. Back then we couldn't. Let's go. Proverbs 25:28. Read it.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 28.
What's that minutes on that, bro? I'm gonna try to knock it down. How many more minutes we got? 22 minutes. All right, come on, speed it up.
All right, Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 28.
Come on.
He that have no rule over his own spirit.
He that have no rule over his own spirit. He emotional as Carl Thomas. This dude he'll cry about anything. He mad about the littlest thing. She mad every time you say something to her. Sister, you can't be talking like that. You using. She mad. Brother, I want you to. Let's do something else. He mad. He crying. He ready to fight. He don't like this. You know what's wrong with our people? We never experience true order. We don't have nothing to conduct ourselves, to restrain us from going outside the box. We've been living like we want to live for the last 400 years. And look where it's got us. At the bottom, in poverty, all our people suffering, and we hate each other, and we hate ourselves. That's what we've been doing what we want to do. We got God's laws that help us live the perfect life now, man. Coming back to it, not in Christianity, not Islam, not being a Muslim. Muslim on the street selling dope that they own for. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? These people, that's why we don't have no religion. Because their religion don't even have order in it. Only law, statutes, and commandments, the perfect laws, is only for the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks and Hispanics, whose father is of Negro to Indian descent. The children of the slaves, we God's chosen people, man. We're going to rule this place. Read it again.
Proverbs chapter 25 and verse 28.
Come on.
He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
Read it again.
He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
That man said he didn't have. Read it one more time, man. You gotta hit that one more time.
He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
Because he have nothing to restrain himself. He like a city with broken down walls. Ain't nothing in there. He just roaming all over the doggone place, man. Just roaming this way, that way, here, there. Your spirit like that. You here, you there, you over there, you back here. You're sad, you're mopey, you're down, you're happy, you're crying, you're mad, you're ready to kill. You can't control your spirit, fam.
That's that Christianity.
That's cool. From right there, we're going to 2 Timothy 2 and 24. 2 Timothy chapter 2, 24. We have 5 minutes, we're going to knock it down. I'm trying to make it quick.
Second Timothy 2 and 24.
Yeah.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 24.
Come on.
And the servant of the Lord must not strive.
A servant of the Lord, we don't supposed to be striving against everybody we get into. Everything we get into, we don't supposed to be striving. You arguing about this, you mad about this, you about to fight about this. Everything, we don't supposed to be like that, bro. That's our spirit uncontrollable. We're supposed to be temperate, holding it together, sturdy, unmovable. What a real man look like, man, keeping the laws of God. That's the only thing make you a man out here. Facts, though. Read that.
And the servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle unto all men.
Right.
Appointed to teach.
Apt to teach.
Apt to teach. Patient.
What?
Patient.
You got to be gentle. You got to be kind. You got to be even keel, like my big brother be telling me. You got to be even keel. You know when to get bucked, but you know how to show mercy too. You control your spirit. Read.
In meekness.
In what?
In meekness.
Read.
Instructing those that oppose themselves.
Instructing those that oppose themselves. You got to be knowing how to, hey man, look here, King. You don't supposed to be doing that right there, dog. The reason why, because you got that gift of gab. That's what they call it in the world, the gift of gab. Where do you think they get this stuff from? They get it from our scriptures, man. The gift of gab that comes from what? Read it again. Read that part again.
In meekness, instructing those that oppose themselves.
He know how to teach a brother who going off. Read.
If God peradventure will give them repentance to the acknowledging of the truth.
If God peradventure will give them the repentance to acknowledging of the truth. Because that's why the Most High gave us these prophets now these days, man. The brothers that's in the vineyard teaching this gospel in the right spirit, those the same brothers who was chosen, man, to reach the people who don't know how to come back to repentance, who don't know how to do it. That's why certain brothers who teach, certain brothers who read, everybody got different gifts. Everybody got different gifts, man. Everybody. So from right there, we're rocking out with
Read verse 26.
You can't read it. It's on you.
Verse 26. And that they may recover themselves out of the snare of the devil, who are taken captive by him at his will.
So brothers who are teaching, they are in that position for a reason, because they can help those brothers who oppose themselves to bring them back to repentance, man. To pull them out of that darkness. That's what we're called to do. To pull our people out of darkness, show them how to be a man of the Lord. We got to be the example that Christ gave us. We're supposed to be giving other people the example. Go to 1 Peter 2 and 9 real quick to show them. That's why we got to be blameless ourselves before we in that position. We got to go through, we got to have experience on teaching brothers and sisters not to be emotional. I can't be telling you to stop being emotional. I'm emotional. Some stuff you just got to let go by you, man. Everything don't need an answer. Read it. 1 Peter 2 and 9. Read it.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Come on.
But ye are a chosen generation.
He said, we are a chosen generation. Read.
A royal priesthood.
A royal priesthood. Read.
and holy nation.
Holy means set apart nation. That's the so-called blacks and Hispanics. God said you are above all people and you are holy royal priesthood. Read.
A peculiar people,
Unusual people. Ain't nobody like us, man. Read.
that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness.
We got to show forth the praises of him that called us out of darkness. We showing you. We giving praise to the Most High for calling us out of darkness. For we can do what?
Into his marvelous light.
For we can call other people who in darkness to his marvelous light, man. We got to pull them brothers out of that today, man. We're going to get those in the captivity, man. We're going to get our people in the hood. We're going to the gutter to get our people out the trenches, man. Let them know, hey, man, you're a king, bro. Hey, sis, you're the perfection of beauty. Yeah, we're coming back to tell our people what the truth is. Christ looked like us. The prophets, they look like us. They weren't emotional. They weren't unstable. They was mighty men of the Lord. Let's rock out. We finna rock it up. Go to Proverbs 14:17. Couple more scriptures and we're gonna wrap it up. Couple more scriptures, we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna hold y'all too long. Those way y'all get to understand that don't be emotional and angry all the doggone time. Learn how to keep yourself together, man. You know big guy?
Yeah. The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 17.
Come on with it.
He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly,
As soon as you so quick to be mad, you deal with foolishness. Read.
and a man of wicked devices is hated.
Every time, nobody want to be around you. Nobody want to be around no dude like that, man. He always angry, bro. Every time I be around, he get mad about the waiter that brought him the wrong drink. He ready to walk out. The gas light just came out. He about to lose it. The bill just came in the mail. Now he mad at me. Don't nobody want to be around you, man. You always mad. You embarrassing everywhere you go. Sisters, you mad everywhere you go. Nobody like no man want no wife who always run around mad all the doggone time. Don't nobody want to be around it, bro. You hate it. Read it again.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 17.
Come on, fam.
He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly, and a man of wicked devices is hated.
I ain't said it. The Bible said it. Let's keep going, man. Give me Proverbs 21:19. You can flip over a couple chapters. I'll give y'all a couple of examples.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 19.
Come on.
It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and an angry woman.
Read it again, man. There's 5 women who got problems always being angry. Sisters, you don't supposed to be that way. I'm going to show you how you supposed to be. God wants you to be a certain way. You beautiful. Princesses don't act that way, man. You beautiful sisters out there, blacks, Hispanic sisters out there whose father Negro and innocent, you're an Israelite. God's chosen people, brothers. You don't supposed to be all mad all the doggone time. Read about that sister again. This is that wicked sister. Always angry. Read about it.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 19.
Come on.
It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious woman. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and an angry woman.
She always bring contention. Well, why you out like that? Nobody want to hear that, but all that nagging. Sisters, don't be that way with your husbands. If you're single, don't be that way. Don't nobody like that, bro. God don't like that. He said it's better to dwell in the wilderness, sis. I'm out here with the birds and the fishes and the mosquitoes than to be with you. You know we hate some mosquitoes, ain't it, man? Read it again.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 19.
Hey, this scripture said I'd rather be in the wilderness with the lions, bears, and the doggone birds than be with read it again, cuz.
It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and an angry woman.
Nobody want to be around you. Give me Proverbs 9:13. Then I'm going to show them what the women's supposed to be like. Gotta give you the solutions to this thing. 9:13, that's what I think it is.
Yeah. The book of Proverbs, chapter 9 and verse 13.
Come on.
A foolish woman is clamorous.
Clamorous, loud. Loud, just loud. Nobody like that, bro. Women don't supposed to be like that. You weren't made to be like that. That's that Eve spirit. Read.
She is simple and knoweth nothing.
Running her mouth all the time. Y'all know a couple of sisters that's like that now. You know family members that's like that now. Why? Because we ain't keeping God's command. We don't know how to conduct ourselves. Why? Because we went through all these captivity and we hate ourselves. Because we've been conditioned to do that way. I want to read something for y'all. The Willie Lynch letter. The Making of a Slave. My brother's book real quick. I'm going to read some out of where it started from. That self-hatred. Read what you got, King. I don't know what verse no pages on. You got it.
Page 5, I think. Page 9, yeah.
Tell them the book, show them, flip it around so they can see it, and read what page you in.
Alright, this is the Willie Lynch letter and the Making of a Slave.
The Making of a Slave. You can get this at your local bookstore.
Only $5.
It's only $5. Go ahead.
Alright,
Read it loud.
This is page 9. It says, don't forget, you must pitch the old black male versus the young black, and the young black against the old black male.
Stop right there. Read it again. Look, this is how they made a slave. This is Willie Lynch telling them other slave owners how to put the people against each other. Our people, divide and conquer. This is what they did. This is what started our hatred as well. Once we broke the commandments. Read.
You must pitch the old black male versus the young black, and the young black male against the old black male.
Read.
You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves.
Team dark skin, team light skin. Where do we get that from? We're reading out of the book of the How to Make a Slave, Willie Lynch. That's where we get that from. Stop doing that, fam. What are you doing? I'm talking about light skin, dark skin. Brother, we from the same nation. Ain't no team dark skin, team light skin. Stop saying that. That's hatred, fam. Read.
And the light-skinned slaves versus the dark-skinned slaves. You must use the female versus the male.
That's why we out of order now. No order in the homes. Single parents. Using the female against the male. That's where we get it from. Being emotional. Our women being overly emotional. Men being emotional. We broke God's law. Therefore we start going through captivity. Look what the white man did to us.
So that proves we're not out of bondage then. So Juneteenth is invalid.
Ain't no such thing as no dog on Juneteenth. The heck? I can't even say Juneteenth. Sound like Rush Hour when the man was like, Juntao. You remember you saying Juntao? Sound like that. Y'all get that from the dog on Rush Hour when you saying Juntao. Whatever that junk is. Stop saying Juneteenth. You got me angry. I ain't gonna say it though. See? And I destroy myself. See? Read that, man.
And the male versus the female.
And the male versus the female. Read.
You must also have your white servants and overseers distrust all blacks. But it is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us. They must love, respect, and trust only us.
But they say we're racist for bringing this truth out. That's double standards. They wrote a whole book on how to keep us in bondage, how to make us hate each other. But it started from us breaking God's commandments. Therefore, it led to that.
I want to get Deuteronomy 28.
Pull that again.
Show how verse 40 is.
Yeah, then we're going to wrap it up. We're going to show them how to come back. Read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48. This is how they were able to destroy us. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So we broke God's commandments, therefore these curses clinged onto us. Read that again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Right.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
The white man put these things around our neck. We have to go for them for everything. Water, clothing, and food. For breaking God's law. Still going through it today. Read.
Until he have destroyed thee.
He took these chains off our neck once our mind was destroyed. Once our mind was destroyed. Just like if you walk a dog or you train a dog on a leash, you take that leash off, he ain't gonna go nowhere because his mind is controlled now. They controlling our minds now throughout these years. They ain't gotta have no chains on you. That's why they took the chains off. Because they know they done destroyed you. What he said, how to make a slave, put the light skin against the dark skin, male against the female. That made us emotional and angry today and unstable. We gotta come out of that and come back to our laws to govern ourselves. Let's wrap it up. Give me Titus chapter 2, verse 3. Then 1 Timothy. Two and 2.
Titus 2 or 3.
2 and 2.
Oh, 2 and 2.
Right.
The book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 2.
Come on.
That the aged one, well, let me start at verse 1. Verse 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine.
We speaking sound doctrine. Something you can't even go against. This is our problem. This is our solution. Keeping the commandments, man. Stop being so doggone angry and emotional. The reason you like that, because you ain't got no order. You have nothing to tell you how to act. You have a heritage, black man, Hispanic man. You're an Israelite, and it's the way how you live right here. Been here the whole time. Now we can read. Pick it up and read. Read.
Verse 2. That the aged men
these older men, what they supposed to be doing?
be sober.
Be sober. Read.
Grave.
They serious about this too. Read.
Temperate.
They know how to control their emotions. They ain't angry and emotional, fam. Read.
Sound in faith.
They believe it. They don't doubt about it. Read.
In charity.
Showing love to the brothers and to the sisters. Love their own people. You ain't gotta. They ain't gotta be bribed to do this. They love doing this. They love it. Read.
In patience.
And in patience. Read.
The aged women likewise.
You women. This for you, the aged women. This how they supposed to act. Read.
That they be in behavior as becoming holiness.
Behavior of holiness. Read.
Not false accusers. Not giving too much wine.
Come on.
Teachers of good things.
Read.
Verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober.
They supposed to teach their children how to do it too. How to act. Read.
To love their husbands.
Read.
To love their children.
Come on.
To be discreet.
They ain't everywhere and all over here showing off this, showing off that. That's what they mind and their attitude. They being discreet. No, I ain't gonna be all well loud. People ain't be looking at me. No, I'm gonna wear my dress. Ain't nobody be looking at my thighs. Feel me? That's how they supposed to be rocking, man. Come back to your laws. Come on, man.
Chase.
Come on.
Keep us at home.
They ain't running to the club every doggone 5 minutes. They playing the same song. Ain't it sis? You was in the club last week? Okay. See, she chased. She keep us at home. Read.
Good. Obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed.
For they won't be saying, girl, you say you believe in the Bible, but I seen you over here shaking your dude. I seen you over here dressing with your boobies showing. I seen you angry, fussing with your husband. Why your kids ain't took a bath in 2 days, but you fresh? Why you all on Facebook loud, dancing, twerking on live? What are you doing? Why you so emotional? So I'm just trying to help you. No. These women know how to act, man. Let's go to the men, man. Give me 1 Timothy. No, let's keep on sisters. 1 Peter 2 and verse 4. Then we're going to the men. It's your answers right here, ladies and gentlemen. They be flipping that thing, don't you, boy?
1 Peter
3 and 4.
3. Yeah, you right. Yep, 3.
Go ahead.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 3 and verse 1. You said verse 1, right?
Verse 3.
Verse 3. Yeah. Verse 3.
3 and 4.
Okay. Whose adorning, let it not be the outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold or putting on of apparel.
Because our women love to dress beautifully. Nothing is wrong with dressing, getting your hair done, dressing up. But that don't make your attitude. You can be fine as I don't know what, but your attitude can be angry and emotional. And nobody want to be around you, unstable. You can be, there's a lot of beautiful girls out there who are unstable. Their mouth is loose. Their attitude is messed up. Because they don't know they're Israelite and they don't know how they supposed to act, man. Plain and simple. That's what it is. Read verse 3 again.
Verse 3. Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair, and of wearing of gold, or of putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart.
The Spirit of Christ. That Spirit of Christ, man. You know what to do. You know what not to do. You understand how you're supposed to act. You understand how you're supposed to live. Because you read the scriptures. Now you're applying it. That's that hidden man of the heart. Read.
And that which is not corruptible.
It's not what?
Which is not corruptible.
It's not corruptible. Go ahead.
Even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit.
An ornament. She wearing that meek and quiet spirit. Every time you see her, man, that's sister just got a meek and quiet spirit. Ain't that right, brothers? It's on. Read. Keep reading.
Which is in the sight of God of great price.
Oh, what?
Which is in the sight of God of great price.
God said that's a great price for a woman to have a meek and quiet, humble spirit. Can't beat it. You can't beat it with a stick. Let's go. Men, 1 Timothy 3:3. Women, have that meek and humble, quiet spirit, man. It's beautiful. It's a great price in the sight of the Lord. Don't feel ashamed about that. You know how to control yourself. Don't let nobody get to you about that. Love that thing, sis. Sister Tish, Pay. I mean, love that. Let nobody turn you a different. It's not corruptible. 1 Timothy, give me that, 3:3.
The book of 1 Timothy, start at verse 2.
What you got, verse 2?
Yeah.
Come on.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 2.
No, start at verse 1.
Chapter 3 and verse 1. This is a true saying.
What it is?
If a man desire the office of a bishop, he desire for good work.
Here we go, man. It's for us how we can control ourselves, how we supposed to be. Read.
Verse 2.
Come on.
A bishop then must be
You
blameless.
can't be, you gotta be blameless at the gate. You gotta be blameless. Myself included. This brother's included. That's why we work out our salvation, man. That's why we repent daily, man. That's why we apply what we learn. Not just hear, then go out the ear, we apply. You fall down, pick yourself up, back up, and come back and get it going 10 times more. Everybody gonna mess up, but don't stay in your mess up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't be emotional all the time. You emotional today, tomorrow work on not being emotional. This thing easy, man. It's easier said than done, though. Read.
A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife.
One wife, read.
Vigilant.
Vigilant. Brother just look, he watching out for the bull crap. He know when people trying to try him. He know when he at his job, they trying to get at him. Read.
Sober.
Sober. Work on that, brothers, if you struggling with it. Work on being sober, man. I done it, man. I gave it up. I gave up all the weed, the pills, the drink. I drink moderately now. Calm down with it, because that thing will make you emotional too. You get mood swings. Am I right, brothers?
Right.
Don't you get mood swings when you come off that stuff?
Right.
Especially weed. That's why a lot of people smoke weed and get drunk and get high now. Because they're emotional and angry. They don't know how to control it. They don't want to deal with themselves. They don't know how to deal with problems. Yeah, angry and emotional. Read.
Of good behavior.
It starts being sober. And a good behavior, read.
Given to hospitality.
This brother here just showing charity. Read.
Apt to teach.
Apt to teach. You've been through something, you can teach on it. You overcame something, you can teach on it. Read.
Not given to wine.
Not giving too much wine. This brother always drinking. That's why he's emotional. You don't supposed to be that way. Read.
No striker.
He ain't ready to fight every time you see him. He's not emotional. He ain't ready to fight over little stuff. Read.
Not greedy of filthy lucre.
Come on.
But patient.
But what?
But patient.
Read.
Not a brawler.
Not a brawler. Read.
Not covetous.
Read.
One that ruleth well his own house.
He know how to rule his own house. He temperate. He patient. He know what to do. He charitable. Come on.
Having his children in subjection with all gravity.
With all gravity. He know how to run his household, know how to run his kids. And that thing take time, believe it or not. It take time. You got to work out yourself, man. Get yourself together, pull yourself together right here and right now. Two more scriptures. Galatians chapter 5, verse 22. Galatians chapter 5, verse 22. Galatians chapter 5, verse 22. Last two scriptures and we done, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Read that.
The book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 22.
This is what you're supposed to be acting like. This is what you're supposed to put on. This is the spirit you're supposed to have. Read.
But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance.
Temperance. Knowing how to control yourself. Read.
Against such there is no law.
Verse 25.
Verse 25. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit.
Read.
Verse 26. Let us not be desirous of vain glory.
That's being emotional. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to rap. I want people to see me. It's being emotional, fam. Read.
Provoking one another, envying one another.
Emotions. We don't supposed to walk like that. We got to walk in the Spirit. Read the Spirit one more time. Fruits of the Spirit, verse 22.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22.
Read it again.
But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering.
Long-suffering. That brother can hold it together, man. In the pit of fire, he can hold it together. Read.
Gentleness.
Read.
Goodness.
Read.
Faith.
Read.
Meekness.
Read.
Temperance.
Temperance, the biggest one of all. Read.
Against such there is no law.
You got to walk in the fruits of the Spirit, ladies and gentlemen. We got to. At the gate. That's why I say if you walk in that, ain't no law against it. You feel me? You know how to conduct yourself at the gate every day. There can't nobody get to you, bro. Them folks at the job, they can't get to you. They got a dang on shoot you in the face just to make you mad. Even then, you hold it together. Sturdy, man. That's how we got to rock out, man, as the children of Israel. Because we going to need it, man. we going to need this in our walk. Because when they get down that road, boy, that thing finna get serious. Especially when we start seeing family members die. You know how that junk be. You think about to lose your mind when you see your partner die or something like that. You're just like, man, forget this, man. Ain't falling about no more, man. I'm not gonna kill him. You're just emotional. You gotta have it. You gotta believe in this. You really gotta walk like it. You know what I mean? Last verse, 2 Peter 1 and 5. 2 Peter 1 and 5. You cannot be angry and emotional. You cannot be angry and emotional. Gird up your loins like a man. Gird up your mind. Yeah, you're going to need it. We're fighting a spiritual war out here. 2 Peter 1, 5. Let's go.
The book of 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 5.
Come on, this is what you need to add to your walk. Come on.
And beside this, giving all diligence.
We got to give diligence to this junk. You got to keep doing it. You got to keep applying what you learn. Come on.
Add to your faith.
Add to your faith what?
Virtue. And to virtue knowledge.
Add to your virtue knowledge. Read.
And to knowledge temperance.
Down that word again. Temperance. Read.
And to temperance patience.
You gotta have all these things added to your walk. Read.
And to patience godliness.
Read.
And to godliness brotherly kindness.
Come on.
And to brotherly kindness charity.
Come on.
For if these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Because once you add these to your walk, man, you know to beat up every obstacle in your way, man. You start preparing for all the book, but you be prepared when the stuff comes. You like, Got past that, bro tried to slap me yesterday. He thought I was gonna get mad. I blocked him. He tried to hit me. He thought I was gonna fight back. He thought I was gonna make a post by him. He thought I was gonna retaliate with anger. He thought I was gonna bring out his dirt that he told me. No, bro, you gotta handle every situation that comes once you add this to your walk. Come on, finish up.
Verse 9. But he that lacketh these things is blind.
He what?
But he that lacketh these things is blind.
That's what being emotional. If you don't have these in your arsenal to fight these emotional battles, man, these spiritual battles, you're gonna find yourself unstable here, there, and you're gonna end up breaking laws because you angry over little things. You can't take certain things. You don't understand everything. He that don't have it is blind. Read.
And cannot see afar off.
Come on.
And have forgotten that he was purged from his old sins.
Come on.
Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall.
You should never fall. You should never fall. It can't be emotional. It can't be soon to be angry. Get yourself together. Learn how to walk in the spirit of Christ, man. I give all praise to the Most High and His Son Christ, man, for allowing me to understand these scriptures, man, and come back to my nationality and applying it in my life and try to show forth the light. Those who are in darkness, man, call my people that you are the Israelites that God has chosen to keep these laws, statutes, commandments, to rule this earth. It's on you to choose, man. Who's your God, man? Who you gonna serve? We have the answers. We got the solution to all our problems. This the medicine. Is you gonna take it? I'm Captain Meyer, and this is
Soldier Uzziah, shalom.
we Israelite Saints of Christ. Shalom. Most High in Christ bless.